ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, breaker is designed to protect against electrical shock by monitoring the current flowing in a circuit. If it detects an imbalance between the outgoing and returning current, indicating a leakage of current to ground, it quickly trips the circuit to prevent injury. The fact that the GFCI breaker held for 4 to 5 months before tripping suggests a gradual change in the circuit or the breaker itself. It is important to note that GFCI breakers are more sensitive than regular breakers, and they can trip due to conditions that a regular breaker would not detect. Here are some potential reasons why the GFCI breaker might be tripping. Firstly, loose connections can cause intermittent tripping. Over time, the connections within the breaker, at the terminals, or in the wiring of the circuit can loosen. This increased resistance can generate heat and lead to voltage drops, which may cause the GFCI breaker to trip. Secondly, a circuit overload can cause the breaker to trip. The circuit protected by the GFCI breaker may be overloaded, causing the breaker to trip. Check for any new appliances or devices plugged into the circuit. Over time, additional loads may have been added to the circuit, exceeding its capacity and causing the GFCI breaker to trip. Thirdly, a ground fault occurs when electricity leaks from the live wire to the ground wire. If the BX cable does not have a dedicated grounding wire, it may not be providing proper grounding, leading to false trips. A ground fault occurs when there is an unintended path for current to flow from a live conductor to ground. This can happen if the insulation on a wire is damaged, allowing the conductor to come into contact with a grounded surface. GFCI breakers are designed to detect even small ground faults and trip to prevent electric shock. The absence of a dedicated grounding wire in the BX cable can make the circuit more susceptible to ground faults and nuisance tripping. Fourthly, aged BX cable, which is armored cable, is susceptible to age-related deterioration. Over time, the insulation can break down, leading to shorts or ground faults. The insulation on the conductors within the BX cable can deteriorate over time due to heat, moisture, and physical stress. This can lead to shorts or ground faults, which can cause the GFCI breaker to trip. Fifthly, the GFCI breaker itself can be defective. GFCI breakers can fail due to manufacturing defects or aging. The internal components of the GFCI breaker can degrade over time, leading to malfunctions and false tripping. It is important to test the GFCI breaker periodically to ensure that it is functioning properly. Here are some troubleshooting steps to consider. 1. Verify the circuit load. Ensure that the circuit is not overloaded by unplugging any unnecessary devices. Disconnect any appliances or devices that are plugged into the circuit to reduce the load on the breaker. This will help determine if the tripping is due to an overload. 2. Check connections. Inspect the connections at the breaker, junction boxes, and outlets for any loose wires or damaged terminals. Tighten any loose connections. Loose connections can create resistance and heat, which can cause the GFCI breaker to trip. Ensure that all connections are secure and properly tightened. 3. Test with a regular breaker. If the circuit holds with a regular breaker, it suggests an issue with the GFCI breaker. Replace the GFCI breaker with a standard breaker of the same amperage rating. If the circuit holds with the standard breaker, it indicates that the GFCI breaker is the problem. However, it is important to note that using a standard breaker in place of a GFCI breaker eliminates the ground fault protection provided by the GFCI breaker. 4. Inspect the BX cable. Check the BX cable for any visible damage, such as cuts, breaks, or loose armor. If necessary, have the cable inspected by a qualified electrician. Look for any signs of damage to the cable, such as cuts, breaks, or corrosion. If the cable is damaged, it may need to be replaced. 5. Replace the GFCI breaker. If you have ruled out other causes, it is likely that the GFCI breaker is faulty. Replace the breaker with a new one. If you have tried all of the above steps and the GFCI breaker continues to trip, it is likely that the breaker itself is defective and needs to be replaced. When replacing the GFCI breaker, be sure to choose a breaker that is rated for the appropriate amperage and voltage for the circuit. Also, it is important to note that GFCI breakers require a dedicated grounding wire to function properly. If the BX cable does not have a grounding wire, it is important to consult a qualified electrician to determine the best solution for providing proper grounding. Without a dedicated grounding wire, the GFCI breaker may not be able to properly detect ground faults and may not function as intended. In this case, it may be necessary to install a new circuit with a dedicated grounding wire to ensure proper GFCI protection. The fact that it is a piece of 2-wire BX with no grounding wire introduces some additional considerations. BX cable, also known as armored cable, typically has a metallic sheath that serves as a ground path. However, if the connections between the BX cable and the metal boxes are not properly made, the ground path may be compromised. This can lead to ground faults and nuisance tripping of the GFCI breaker. Therefore, it is important to ensure that all connections between the BX cable and the metal boxes are tight and secure. If the BX cable is old or damaged, the metallic sheath may have corroded or become compromised, which can also affect the ground path. In this case, it may be necessary to replace the BX cable with a new one that has a dedicated grounding wire. Another potential issue with BX cable is that the insulation on the conductors can deteriorate over time, leading to shorts or ground faults. This is more likely to occur in older BX cable that has been exposed to heat, moisture, or physical stress. If the insulation on the conductors is damaged, it can create a path for current to flow to the metallic sheath, which can cause the GFCI breaker to trip. In this case, it may be necessary to replace the BX cable with a new one that has a dedicated grounding wire. When working with electrical wiring, it is important to take safety precautions to prevent electric shock. Always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any wiring. Use insulated tools and wear rubber gloves to protect yourself from electric shock. If you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. In addition to the above troubleshooting steps, it may also be helpful to test the GFCI breaker with a GFCI tester. A GFCI tester is a device that simulates a ground fault and tests the GFCI breaker to ensure that it trips properly. To use a GFCI tester, simply plug it into an outlet on the circuit protected by the GFCI breaker and press the test button. If the GFCI breaker trips, it indicates that the breaker is functioning properly. If the GFCI breaker does not trip, it indicates that the breaker is defective and needs to be replaced. GFCI testers are available at most hardware stores and electrical supply stores. They are relatively inexpensive and can be a valuable tool for troubleshooting GFCI breakers. When installing a new GFCI breaker, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Be sure to connect the wires to the correct terminals and tighten the screws securely. Also, be sure to test the GFCI breaker after it is installed to ensure that it is functioning properly. GFCI breakers are an important safety device that can help prevent electric shock. By following the above troubleshooting steps, you can help ensure that your GFCI breakers are functioning properly and providing the protection that you need. It's also worth noting that local electrical codes may have specific requirements for GFCI protection in certain areas of the home. It would be wise to check your local electrical code or ask a local licensed electrician. If the GFCI breaker is tripping due to a ground fault in the wiring, it is important to identify and correct the fault as soon as possible. A ground fault can be a fire hazard and can also cause electric shock. To identify a ground fault, you can use a multimeter to measure the resistance between the live wire and the ground wire. If the resistance is low, it indicates that there is a ground fault in the wiring. Once you have identified the ground fault, you can correct it by repairing or replacing the damaged wiring. If you're not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. It's been mentioned that the breaker held for several months before tripping. This suggests that the issue may be intermittent or that it is related to a specific condition that only occurs occasionally. This is why thorough troubleshooting is important to identify the root cause of the problem. Replacing the breaker would be the next step. If a new breaker of the same type also trips, then it can be assumed that the issue is with the circuit and not the breaker. Keep in mind that electrical work can be dangerous, and if you are not comfortable or experienced with it, it is always best to consult a qualified electrician. They can properly diagnose the problem and ensure that the repairs are done safely and in accordance with local electrical codes. If the BX cable does not have a grounding wire, the metallic sheath should serve as the grounding conductor, and as such needs to be properly connected to ground at the electrical panel and at each junction box or device box along the circuit. Over time, these connections can corrode or loosen, reducing their effectiveness as a ground. Check each of these connections to ensure they are tight and free of corrosion. Using a wire brush can help clean them if they are corroded. In some older installations, the metal boxes themselves may not be properly grounded to the building's grounding system. This can also lead to GFCI tripping. An electrician can test the grounding to the boxes and ensure they are properly grounded. Another possibility is that there's a shared neutral with another circuit somewhere in the house. GFCI breakers are very sensitive to any current flowing on the neutral wire that doesn't return on the hot wire of the same circuit. If the neutral is shared, current from another circuit can flow on the neutral, causing the GFCI to trip. This is more common in older wiring where shared neutrals were sometimes used to save on wiring costs. An electrician can test for a shared neutral using specialized equipment. Remember, even though a standard breaker might hold, it doesn't provide ground fault protection, so it's crucial to resolve the issue with the GFCI circuit. If the BX cable is old, it might be wise to consider replacing it with a modern cable that includes a dedicated grounding wire, especially for circuits that require GFCI protection. Modern cables like non-metallic sheath cable, often referred to as Romex, include a dedicated grounding wire which provides a much more reliable ground fault path. This can improve the safety and performance of GFCI breakers. In summary, systematically check each potential cause starting with the easiest to address. Check the load, look for loose connections, inspect the BX cable and its connections, test the GFCI breaker itself, and consider the possibility of shared neutrals or other wiring issues. If the problem persists, consult a qualified electrician for a professional diagnosis and repair.